coolest thing about today is I'm wearing blue socks. Yeah, I got blue socks on. Yeah. No. Okay. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit YouTube now. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna quit YouTube. I'll never quit YouTube. Yeah, probably will at some point when I die, you know. But anyways, we're working on the Duramax today. So yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. All my subscribers are going, wait, I didn't know he had a Duramax. Well, it's not mine. It's not mine. It's my dad's. But the alternator went out, and obviously that's why you're here, because you need help knowing how to fix or replace the alternator. Well, not fix it, because I'm not fixing it. I'm just replacing it. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, cut all that stuff. We're going to get straight to it. Today, unlike all of my other videos where they're all like 10 minutes long, this one's going to be quick and easy. I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to know to pull the alternator out, put the new one in, and we're going to get straight to it. Alright guys, so this is the alternator that we are going to be using today to replace the old original alternator. This is from Advanced Auto Parts, and it should be very straightforward and easy for you guys to pick one up. Alright, inside this box we've got everything that we expect when we're buying an alternator. You got instruction manuals. You know what you do with those? Throw that stuff away. You don't ever need that. And right here is the brand new alternator. This is what we're going to be installing today. Alright, so first things first, you want to make sure and disconnect the battery from the engine so you make sure not blow your face off while working on the alternator. Right now I'm using a 5/16 millimeter wrench for this, and we're just going to take these off real quick. Alright guys, so step number 2, I've taken the socket off of the end of my ratchet, and I'm going to place the ratchet into the slot on the tensioner, which is right there. You can barely see it. Alright, so now you can see I've got the ratchet in the tensioner. For this job, you're probably going to need 2 sets of hands. One to pull the ratchet backwards to loosen the tensioner, and one to pull the belt off. Alright guys, so I just removed the serpentine belt, and like I said in the last clip, make sure to have 2 sets of hands because it is not smart to do this by yourself. There's so much tension on the belt that it's just not smart to be cranking with one hand and pulling the belt off with another. So make sure you've got 2 sets of hands for this job. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Now as we look at the back of the alternator, you will see this little plug right here, and this has to be removed before we remove the alternator. What I found is if you use the back of a screw to reach down in here, you can grab this tab and lift this up quite easily. As you can see, with just a little tug, we'll pull this right out. Alright, for this next step, we are going to be working right beside the plug that we just unplugged. And right here is the battery connector. So we're just going to pull this rubber piece off, slide this backwards, and we are going to be using a 10 millimeter wrench to pry this off of here. Shouldn't be very tight, just hand tightened. And we'll just spin this right off of here. The new alternator does come with a new nut. Okie doke, just pull the 10 millimeter nut off. Now we're going to remove this. Just kind of set that aside if you can so it's not in the way too much. Now let's move on to the next step. For this step, we're going to be moving back to the front of the alternator, and we're going to be loosening 2 bolts, one here and one here. For this step, I'm using a 15 millimeter wrench, and I'm just going to loosen these up. This one's a little bit harder. There's not much room to move, so it may take a minute. One simple trick is to actually remove the engine oil cap, and it gives us just enough room to move past that cap. There we go. And we get past those threads, and this bolt comes right out. Alright, this one over here on this side should be a lot easier. Alright, now that we've got that removed, everything should be disconnected from the alternator. Alright guys, so I ran into a minor issue. Where this is bolted into the engine, it's super tight, so I'm going to have to wind up grinding this down a little bit where on both of these where it's bolted in, just to make it easier to slip in. I wouldn't recommend doing or grinding down too much of the surface because the clamps will wind up bending when you bolt this back together, so be very careful if you're going to do this because you wind up breaking or messing up your alternator. I'm going to go ahead and grind this down, and we'll see if this works. Alright guys, I just connected both batteries back to the engine, and I believe we're ready to go. So let's grab the keys, see if this thing starts. Alright, moment of truth right here. Key goes in the ignition. Alright, let's see if it turns over. Yes! 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 And the battery light went off. Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about. Yes! Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope the video was helpful. If it was, please give it a big thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, please ask me. I'm always quick to respond, and I would love to help you guys out. And even if there's anything different that you guys need help with, if I can help you out, I would love to be the one to help you. Also, if you guys want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. You guys are super inspiring to me. Just to be able to create more videos. The support is amazing. I really appreciate what you guys have done for me. I guess that's it. We made it through another video. Nothing blew up, and I think I fixed the problem. So guys, till next time, peace.